Hello students of 7th standard. We have started the lesson number 3, properties of natural resources from your textbook science. Now today we are going to see the further points. See here what we have to do. Dip an uncorked inverted empty bottle in an slanting position into an water in an wide container. What do you observe? What changes takes place in a balloon on filling the air in it? So these are the questions given in your textbook. So what does this tells us? Whenever you can say immersing a empty bottle into a container, you may see that the air from the you can say bottle comes out and the water goes inside. That means the air is filled into the you can say bottle. Similarly, whenever you are inflating the balloon, so what does it happens? The shape of the balloon changes. It means that the air is filled inside. The next point, see here, we come to know from activities above. Whatever the activities above we have made or we have conducted, from that what we understand, see here, that air has a properties like occupying space, having a certain volume, having a mass and weight. What does these activities tells us? That whatever the activities we have done, according to that we came to understand that air has space, air has volume, air has mass, air has weight. These are the four things that we have understood. What we have understood? That the air occupies the space, having a certain volume, having a mass and weight. Now, air is nothing but a mixture. Air is a mixture of a very fine particles of some gases. We know that air is a mixture of gases. Various gases are there: nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Various types of gases are present in an air. The air is a mixture of a very fine particles of some gases. Whenever you see that air is nothing but a mixture. Mixture of what? Mixture of a fine particles. Fine particles of some gases. There are various types of gases. Dust is there, smoke is there, and moisture is there. When rays of a light fall on these minute particles, suppose if the rays of a light fall on these minute particles, the particles spread light in all directions. Suppose if you can say air is nothing but a mixture of very fine particles of gases, dust, smoke and moisture. When the rays of light fall on these minute particles spread the light in all directions. That means the air, or you can say the air is spread in all directions. Then see, this natural phenomenon or the spreading of the light in all directions is called as a scattering of a light. The next point comes here, see here, temperature regulation. The earth receives energy from the sun. We know that the earth is receiving energy from the sun. This energy is reflected from the earth in the form of the heat. Now, whenever a particular heat falls on the earth, that means it should be reflected. That means this energy is reflected from the earth in the form of a heat. The constituent of air surrounding the particles. The temperature regulation we have seen. In this, what does it tells us? The earth receives the energy from the sun, and as a result this energy is reflected from the earth in the form of a heat. Now the constituent of air surrounding the earth, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, absorbs a part of the heat. That means whichever the part whichever the heat that is given from the earth, that heat, that is nothing but it is, you can say, absorbed by the water vapor, carbon dioxide, and this heat is given to the other constituents of the air. So what happens? These constituents absorb the heat and they give it to the other constituents of the earth, other constituents of the air. Sorry. As a result, the earth's surface remains warm. So what happens? As it is, this heat is given to the other constituents of the air. So what happens? The earth's surface remains warm and thereby becomes suitable for living world. Thereby it is, you can say, suitable or it is comfortable for the peoples or the living world which is living on the earth. If there were no air, if there was no air on the earth, the average temperature of the earth's surface would have been very low. The next point is transmission of sound. All sounds that we hear reaches us through the surrounding air. So whatever the sounds we are hearing from whichever are present in our surrounding, that are through the, you can say, surrounding air. The density of air also changes due to the change in the temperature. So what happens? The density is also going to change due to the change in the temperature. In winter, the density of the air increases. So we can hear the whistle of a distant train very clearly in remaining, or you can say in the morning winter. So what happens here? The sound that we hear in our daily life, that is through the surrounding air, and the density also changes as the temperature changes. The density in winter, what happens? The density of the air is going to be increased. So we can hear the whistle of a distant train clearly early in the morning in the winter. So air is useful medium for transmission of a sound. Then next one, properties of water. What are the states in which water is found? Water is found in all three states, that are nothing but solid, liquid and gases. Whenever it is solid, it is found in the form of ice. Whenever liquid, it is found in the form of water. And whenever in the gaseous form, it is found in the form of steam. What inference will you draw from the previous? What inference will you draw from the pictures alongside? Occurs in a liquid state under the ordinary conditions. Water is a fluid substance. We know that water is nothing but a fluid substance, and this water is present in a liquid form in an ordinary condition. Water does not have its own shape. Water does not have its own shape, but has volume. It can pass through the small holes or seeps through the very small gaps or cracks. That means whenever you are holding a particular substance and you have filled water in that, the water may seep or it may come out in the small gaps, or you can say from the cracks. On pouring water in an oil-cladded dish, water does not spread but forms small round droplets. Why does this happen? So what is told, see there. So water is put into a oil-cladded dish and it does not spread. Why this is? Because oil and water does not mix together.